Only a half an hour behind schedule.
I'm sorry. I got a fun idea last minute, and so I had to get some things set up.
All right.
I think you guys will have a fun time.
Well, the only thing I know is that I'm not dying. And if all of you die, I'm leaving your bodies and I'm going home. I got one red ring and that'll take me out.
You're like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Well, mission failed. I'm retiring.
He's like, if any of y'all die, I'm gonna take this firefly back home.
Drag her mangled corpse back if I have to.
There's me and her, the only ones left alive. Be like, well, you had your adventure, and now there's 3 dead kids. Let's go.
All right. So we're ready to go. So last session, little foggy on some things because it's been a couple weeks since we've been sick. But last session, you guys were on this guy's cruise ship, this novelty cruise ship that's like got a pirate theme, pursuing the airship that the villain left in, and the captain was distracted with his charts and didn't notice you guys drifting into siren territory. The sirens approached your boat. Alsumi, I think it was, attacked them, and then they started fighting you guys. They were very pissed about that.
Oh yeah.
So, a long, protracted struggle, like a mind-controlled chess match was waged between Piper and the Sirens, before they were eventually defeated, and they left. Though most of them, actually all of them, survived the encounter. Only one, I think, was there's only 1 or 2 that were seriously injured. You did bang them up pretty good, though. They did give up, though, when they decided it wasn't worth it anymore. Oh, I'm echoing? Is anyone else getting an echo?
I'm not getting an echo.
I'm not hearing an echo.
No,
I'm not getting an echo.
I don't know why Movie's getting one, then.
I checked. Seems fine to me.
Unless Movie's hearing me on fucking Roll20. I should be muted on Roll20, but, Slashy was saying he was still hearing me on Roll20, even though Jesse isn't. So I'm not sure what that's about. Try muting, your browser, but not Discord, and see if that fixes the echo. That might be it. So do you guys all remember what you were up to at the end of last session after the fight was over?
I was deaf.
Right, you temporarily deafened yourself with your gun so that the sirens couldn't control you anymore. Which was a clever idea. I imagine it's worn off by now.
Yeah.
And then I angrily yelled at them to go away.
Yeah, yes, you intimidated them. That's why they left. Is because Ursa did a very successful intimidation check, and the sirens decided to leave. One of the benefits, I suppose, of being a bear.
We also did a good roll later on when I was trying to help Alsumi, be like, hey, can you stop?
Yeah. Yeah, Alsumi was not very convincing, but Aurora was.
And then one of us beat the ever-living shit out of one of them. Just fucking curved
That was
stuff.
me.
Oh yeah, Haley is psychotically punching the shit out of the siren that she had. She tangled up in her whip and just kept punching her over and over again.
This siren that was physically incapable of fighting back.
It couldn't escape the whip because they're not very coordinated on land.
Came on the wrong boat, fool.
And Piper kept needing to hypnotize everyone.
So that one got the shit kicked out of her. Anyway,
I believe the last thing Alsumi was doing was meditating.
Yeah.
Aurora went down the second.
I think Aurora, Akula, and Ursa all went to bed. You guys just were like, we're gonna go take a nap.
Probably.
Yeah. Because that's why you guys are all in a row like that. Asumi went to go sit and meditate in a corner somewhere. And,
Edgy desert boy.
yeah, I guess like Piper and Haley are just up on the deck chatting with the captain, I think.
Probably.
So, after that that debacle, I would say that the rest of the day's sailing is fairly smooth, though there is still a minor leak down below. It's not enough to be terribly concerning. Like, it's manageable, but it's worth noting that there is a slight leak down below.
Shouldn't the captain be taking care of that?
I assume he has, to the best of his ability, but it is a patch job for now. Not a
Just
like
ends up getting ignored for several weeks.
it's a patch job that will service you for now. It's a small enough leak that you're not going to sink anytime soon, and the patch job seems to be holding okay. But there's damage to the outer hull that needs repair, and he's going to have to make port to do that.
Yeah.
So that is worth noting.
Alright.
You guys are continuing to just sail through Siren territory, unfortunately, at this point, though, because in the process of that fight, you floated far enough in that you might as well go straight through. Like, that would be faster than going back and around.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are just sailing straight through at this point. Much to the trepidation of the captain, but I imagine...
Well, he's the reason we're here anyway, so he can suck it.
yeah. But that's what you guys are doing. The three of you who are down below, you guys just sleep through the night. Nothing super eventful for most of the night. Until about, I'm gonna say it's like 3 a.m. when a really bad storm starts to roll in. It's really suspicious too, because there was no sign of it in advance. It just kind of hits out of the blue. This really, really terrible storm that starts shaking the boat violently. How does everyone react?
I wake up and locate the princess.
Alright, so that's Ursa's first instinct, is to wake up and make sure that Aurora is still next to him. She is.
Aurora is kind of shaking in fear.
She's in the bed across from you. You gonna go tend to the princess?
No, I just want to make sure she's still alive in there.
Wakes up to a sudden crack of thunder. Is like, Aurora! Looks over, she's trembling in fear, like, oh, okay, she's fine. You're such a good dad.
She's kind of tearing up, like, oh.
There's no crying at sea!
He mumbles that, half asleep. Any other noteworthy reactions?
Being a desert lad, Alsumi goes into the middle of the boat and tries finding the sturdiest thing that he can hold on to.
So you're gonna like go below deck and then just cling to like the most sturdy piece of the boat you can find.
He rams his claws into a wooden pillar and sits there.
There's like a wood pillar here below deck, so I'm gonna say he's over here.
I would say preferably above deck, just in case somebody needed him. But I'm not sure whether or not he would stay up deck or go below deck.
Well, to be honest, you didn't seem like you were super attached to the
staircase.
Yeah, well, you are. You didn't seem like you were super attached to this team anyway. So I'm gonna say below deck with your claws just hooked into the wood, just clinging to it.
My giant pincers just
lodged in the wooden beam in the middle of the boat. Akula, you're like right next to Aurora. Ursa had no real reaction to her crying. Do you?
I'm gonna kind of roll over and go, what's up? Did I miss anything? My head's still kind of a little scrambled.
Aurora just whimpers. You then realize that the boat is being rocked rather violently, and you can hear the storm outside.
I begrudgingly get up, put my boots back on, and make my way topside.
Alright. So Ursa's gonna go
I'm gonna head up top too.
Don't leave me.
And
Do
also,
you react? Do you react at all to Elsumi?
I don't care what
Hang in
Desert
there.
Boy is doing. I'm trying to find the captain.
The captain would logically be like over here, I guess, steering the ship.
All right, well, I'm making my way over there. What's everybody else doing?
I will also head above deck.
Continuing to cling on for dear life.
Yeah, Alsumi is clinging and Aurora is cowering.
Uh-huh.
Neither of the bug people are handling the violent storm at sea very well.
Mhm.
I guess it's one thing the two of you have in common.
Yeah. She's gonna like try and sit down here somewhere to try and make herself sturdy.
Make sure you check the chat.
Yeah,
Stay on that chat, that way you can see.
right. Okay, so
JRB is typing. Hold on.
Yeah.
What's Piper doing? JRB stays below deck.
alright.
Okay.
He's gonna be below deck. I'm gonna set you over here next to Aurora. Feel free to console her if you would like.
JRB, doesn't JRB have Piper, not Haley?
Wait, am I getting them mixed up?
Is it Piper? Yeah, Piper's themselves, right?
Piper is movie. Yeah, Piper is Piper here. Like on Roll20, they're just Piper.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
but Pumpkin is Pumpkin.
Oh, right. No, I guess the name's changed.
Pumpkin is
I guess they
Haley.
changed their name.
I don't see Piper on Roll20. Like the name.
Oh, yeah, it looks like the username was changed. So Piper's the one going down here next to
Okay.
Alsumi and Aurora. Okay. Alright, so what's Haley doing?
I imagine she is probably just a swimming wondering to my like, oh, what the F is going on? Why is it stormy? We saw no clouds. She's just losing her mind at the moment. So
you're just like sliding around the deck, just like kind of incoherently stress rambling.
yeah. Yeah, Haley is a big stressor. Even with the small things, she stresses a lot. So
It looks like most of this crew doesn't handle being on the ocean very well.
yeah,
Like Ursa keeps his wits about him because he's a military veteran, and Akula's a fish, so she doesn't care.
Oh no,
The
water.
military-
Whatever shall I do?
Everyone
he
else is
is-
just losing their damn minds.
The
Everybody's
veteran
fine.
and the shark.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm talking to the captain. Let's see. I asked him what the hell was going on. It was calm a couple hours ago.
I wish I could tell you, boy. I have no idea.
What do you mean you have no idea? You're a captain.
The forecast didn't say there was going to be a storm. I'm telling you, it's siren country. It's cursed.
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 Right. Well, can this ship withstand a storm, being a cruise ship and all?
It should.
It should. It should. I don't
Well-
want to hear should. I want to hear will.
Well, there is that crack in the hull.
Cracking the fuck.
It wouldn't be my first choice to sail through a storm with a cracked hull.
Well, any idea how long these storms like this last?
Considering I have no idea how it got here in the first place, I have no idea when it's gonna leave.
Okay, do you know where we are yet? Or where we are? Like, are we outside of Siren Country?
We should be a little over halfway through by now.
Halfway! Bitch. Alright, well, if the storm is this bad, even the people we're chasing aren't going to be going through it.
Mhm.
Is
With-
there any way we
with
can? Is there any way we can stop? Because the ship was launched on short notice, and you don't even have any crew here to help you, and half the people that are with me can't stand this. I currently have one bug attached to one of your pillars, another bug crying in a chair,
What do you think's gonna
some
happen?
stressed out teenager rambling to herself.
What do you think's gonna happen if I lay anchor in the middle of the ocean in the middle of a tropical storm?
Well, first off, I didn't mean here, you jackass. I meant, is there a place we can go to lay anchor?
As you boys are arguing, the ship gets hit by a massive wave. You all get drenched in ocean water, and you can hear a loud thud and a splintering crack sound from downstairs.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile,
Oh, shit.
everyone downstairs, you guys are greeted to a brush. Where's the brush? Freehand. I meant to make that blue. You are greeted to a leak sprung over here on this side of the boat. It has gone from a little leak to now a big one. There's just water coming in now by the bucket loads.
I yell back at Haley, 19 is still a teenager, kid!
Here we are back. I call BS.
Well, you can
I
claim
like
BS when
to
you're
imagine-
40.
Aurora.
I like to imagine that everyone here is literally just screaming at the top of their lungs
Yeah,
because of
considering the
how
people
violent
below
this
deck
storm
are the
is.
people who are handling
Yeah.
the storm the worst, I imagine your reaction to the loud crack, splintering sound, followed by buckets of water pouring into the ship.
Osumi is having an existential crisis as he's trying to figure out whether or not he should do something about it or continue clinging to the wood.
So he's frozen. Okay,
All right.
what do the girls do? Piper, Aurora?
Aurora screams, but she's like, no, fix this. I need to fix this.
Just fucking slamming her hands against the hole, getting mouthful.
Basically.
Piper, what's your reaction?
Just shove your ass in it. All right.
Jesse, you made me almost choke on my pomegranate.
All right. Hold on, Piper. Sighting. Huh? Piper goes over to Aurora to try and calm her down. Oh, wait, now you're both just getting washed by water. Move Piper over.
Hey, you guys above deck aren't doing any better. You guys are getting drenched every time the water crashes over.
This ain't nothing compared to training. Anyway. All right. So
Seeing Oh, okay.
Sorry. Oh, Alsumi wanted to react to the girls.
All right. Go ahead. You're there for yours closer.
Go ahead. Alsumi.
Witness what the girls were doing sort of like snapped Alsumi out of his like petrified state, and he does his best to remove his pincers from the wood, which actually takes him a couple seconds.
It also makes lots of
and then-
awkward, crackling, splintering sounds as you do so, and leaves really huge gashes in the post.
Not damaging, but
that are also slightly eroding because of my venom.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now that post is melting because in the process of pulling your pincers out.
yes, the pincer thing, but that's only residue. You don't get the venom unless you actually
Well,
inject
yeah,
it.
you'd have to activate.
Unless he was
inject it.
trying to melt the beam, and if in that case,
Yeah,
fuck
but
you.
if he was struggling to remove his pincers, it would make sense that there would be that he would.
A
I don't mean
little.
that it's like I don't mean that it's
Anyway.
like melting. I just mean
Moving
that it's like burnt a little.
Hearing the
Anyway.
seeing the big
You-
wave, hearing a crack, and hearing
Oh.
all the screaming.
Alsumi
runs
runs
up to-
upstairs
All right.
and shouts as loudly as humanly possible that there is a giant crack in the hull of the boat and is leaking.
All right. Ursa.
I quickly turned to the captain. Do you have an emergency repair kit?
I already used the emergency repair kit when it was a small leak.
You don't have any backups?
Nothing is gonna fix something that big. It's a crack in the hull on the outside of the ship.
Military vessels have programs and practices for this.
This
Why
is
don't
not a
you?
military vessel, numbnuts.
You got giant. You got giant wooden tables downstairs. Can we use a giant wooden table and nail it to the wall?
No, we can't fight that kind of water pressure.
Yeah, nails aren't gonna withstand that type of water pressure, and it wouldn't be watertight even if it was gonna hold.
All right. Do you have any buckets?
Buckets, I have those. They're in the storage room. That would be this room here.
All right. And then I ask again, is there any place we can land? We're gonna fucking sink out here.
I need to go check my map. Somebody take the wheel for a minute.
What do you mean take the wheel? No, you're completely drive.
Just keep the boat steady.
You, teenager, grab the wheel.
He hands
I mean,
the wheel to
Ursa's
Ursa.
probably most qualified to drive the boat.
Yes, but I gotta go help the captain.
No, the captain hands the wheel to you and then runs downstairs to check his maps.
Well, while he does that, I yell for the teenager to
Yes.
come take the wheel. And then I also yell for Sumi. It's not, what's the,
Sumi, yeah.
no, not Sumi. What's the shirt girl?
Akuma.
Akula to take position at the front of the ship and give direction to Haley. Since you're like normal, you know how to use or swim in water, you have the most likely chance to navigate us through waves.
Yeah.
Aye, aye, Captain.
All right. So
I yell to Asumi, follow me and don't freak out.
So Haley's taking the wheel. Sumi is at the front and giving instructions as to which direction to turn the boat as the waves come towards us.
I run downstairs.
Did you just say that?
I mean,
was at the front?
Akula, not Sumi.
Akula, y'all got weird names. Why couldn't you just pick something normal?
Sumi's name is Middle
I
Eastern.
assume
That's a joke because my name is Ursa.
True. Anyway, so Ursa heads downstairs, and you see the girls panicking,
Sumi-
trying to plug the leak with whatever random crap happens to be around.
Alsumi follows him on all fours, crawling like an actual bug.
The water is, of course, spreading across the floor of the deck, and it's now kind of got about an inch or so across the floor of the deck. So you're splashing in it as you walk around down there.
All right. I yell to Piper and Buzzbutt to follow me along with Asumi, and we head back to the storeroom to get buckets.
Each of you gets 2 buckets, or 1 bucket in the case of Aurora, because she's probably got noodle arms. Actually, what is the strength for all of you?
I leveled up Aurora's strength to a 4, I think. Yeah, her power's a 4.
Where is that stat?
Yeah, your power stat. What's your power stats, guys?
Oh, power stat. Okay.
Mine's a 6.
I have a power of 3.
I have a power. I have a power of 4 now.
And Piper has.
Wow, the princess is stronger than the desert boy.
Piper has a power of 3. All right.
You're
so
welcome.
Aurora and
That's
Ursa.
right.
Aurora and Ursa are both able to carry 2 buckets each, but Alsumi and Piper can only lift 1 bucket of water each.
Wait, quick question. If I lived in the desert, what's the likelihood that I would have had to carry water from somewhere back to my hometown in a pot?
I mean,
You would likely have a camel to do that.
yeah, you'd probably have.
You
a
have pack
camel
animals.
At that point. Yeah, at that point you'd probably have an animal. For you. Anyway, so you guys are now going to start bucketing out.
There's side windows, isn't there?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't see any on this map, but let's just say that we do have some port windows along the sides here.
Actually, wait, no, that wouldn't be a good idea to open those because of the waves.
Right, because as they crash over the ship, more water's just going to come in through the windows. So your best bet really is just to run upstairs with the buckets, dump them, and then go back down.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of your best option right now.
Wait, I remember. Water pump.
A water pump. How are you?
Even old ships had water pumps.
Okay, so you're going to just check the storeroom for a water pump?
No, we go to the storeroom for buckets and we see the water pump.
Well,
It's not an electric one. It's one of those fucking crank ones.
all right.
Either that
Okay, so Ursa finds a water pump in the storeroom.
The captain forgot about it because he's never had to use it.
Yes. Also, I think we've noticed at this point this captain is very scatterbrained and kind of ill-prepared. Which,
Well, for one, he probably usually has a crew that he depends on.
yes, he's usually sailing with a crew, and
He's probably usually in the captain quarters entertaining guests.
yeah, he's probably more of a performer
This
than a
boat is a
captain.
tourist trap and will be our tomb if we don't survive.
Oh.
All right, so I drag the pump. I grab one of the pumps. Like big buff arms, the princess grabs one of the hoses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drag the pump towards where the water is the highest, right near the crack.
Yep.
She attaches the hoses and just fucking takes it up top just to fucking toss it on the other side.
All right, so
Okay.
Haley's gonna fly up top with the hose and toss it over the edge.
And I will be just pumping away now manually, because it's a manual pump. But everybody else has to figure out what to do, because I'm pretty much the only one keeping us afloat.
I mean, if Piper and Alsumi want, they can still keep running back and forth with buckets. There's nothing stopping them from doing
Yeah,
it.
nothing's stopping them, but that, like, the amount of time it takes to do that.
The pump is going to be more effective. But you're just pushing it solo because you're the strongest one here.
Mhm.
Haley yells to Akula, "What type of shark are you?" I think she's a great white. I'm not sure.
The kind that can swim and can bite people if they get too lippy.
That is code
Maybe-
for I am a mixed race child and I do not know.
Maybe this is bad. Oh, that's cool. Sharks are pretty cool.
Just a shark mutt. Anyway, so Captain comes back upstairs in a hurry. Turns his head around the stairs for a minute to see you pumping water. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know we had one of those."
What do you mean you didn't know? It's your ship.
And he runs back over to the wheel. He's got some maps in his hand and takes the wheel from Haley. He does not explain exactly where you're going or what he is doing, but he comes and kind of muscles you out of the way and takes the wheel, and then you guys take a hard right turn. Everyone kind of sloshes to the left side in the process.
Oh boy.
Quick note, Alex. Just the
Of course, Ursa gets a mouthful of seawater in the process.
oh yeah.
You're saying?
I just got thrown around a room.
Yes.
On the map,
Mhm.
you have the captain right next to the sail post thing. The actual wheel is above.
Oh,
Oh, I could
that's a
never
minor detail. Who
see
gives a
where the
shit?
wheel actually. Oh yeah, that's where the wheel is. Right. I always
That's the wheel.
that always can't see it because it's so small on the map. I don't think it matters that much. It would make a big difference.
Anywho.
Anyway,
It doesn't, but I noticed it and it triggered my OCD.
how's everyone react to this
Uh,
sudden right turn?
Aurora tries to catch herself before she gets like thrown off sea, I guess, because she's right there.
Are you still holding the hose, or is it just dangling over the edge?
She's holding on to the hose.
And the rest of you guys?
I just pull myself out of the crack.
Immediately upon being thrown around the room in the middle of a storm,
Alsumi lands on
returns
top of
to-
Piper like anime style.
Shut up.
Yeah.
You were saying, Nick?
Alsumi immediately returns to sinking his pincers into the closest thing he can.
Well, technically, the closest thing you can would be Piper.
No.
But
It's the wall of the ship. He makes more holes.
But yes, you think your claws into the wall and create more holes.
I just pull myself out of the ash crack of the ship and get back to pumping. Very upset with the amount of salt water I have consumed today. Daily was hurt.
Haley screams in pain as she's hit on the back. Oh, because she like got flung into one of the what's the name of the thingies? The weapons, whatever.
Ballista.
Yeah, she got flung into the ballista, and so that probably hurt.
Which part of ballista?
Like the handle. So
Yeah,
like
the trigger area.
Yeah, the trigger area, not like the sharp end.
I would be concerned if the ballista was facing inward.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although it would
she-
still really hurt if you were to hit your head on the handle of the
Well,
thing.
yes, it still hurt, but she's not.
Yeah, she got hit on her back, and now she's just again cussing and screaming in pain. So she's just like, ah!
Piper's typing.
Aurora now knows that she isn't very fond of of sailing.
Same here. Hey, Ruby was same here.
All right.
Flung around the room, more so how light she is before she manages to grab onto the stairs. Okay, so Piper she's kind of waddling her way through the ship and then clinging onto the stairs. So I take it she's headed up, or at the very least, she clings to the stairs when she reaches them. These stairs, like heading up deck, or are these like over here? I'll let you put yourself wherever you want, Piper. You should be able to drag and drop for yourself.
I'm pretty sure those stairs right there actually also go to the top because there are doors on the top that lead to those stairs.
Sure. Yeah, I guess they would lead to the top. Anyway, I didn't even realize that. Okay, well, moving on. So, so Ursa, you keep pumping, but as the captain starts sailing you guys in a particular direction, he's now actually trying to head somewhere in particular rather than just trying to manage the waves. And in the process, you guys are taking a lot harder hits than you were before. You're getting knocked around worse by the waves now that you're actually fighting against them to head a specific direction. Taking on more water, and the crack is getting slightly bigger.
How much is slightly?
It's just like getting every time there's a huge wave, like every time you get hit by a really big one, the crack just gets a little bit bigger. Just each time.
Oh, all right.
How many inches?
And you steadily
The ship this small, the inches past a certain point doesn't matter. And if it's getting bigger with each hit, I pretty much have no choice. I abandon the pump and yell to Asumi and Piper to get topside.
Yeah, all right. He abandons the pump and he yells to Piper and Asumi to head topside. But you're not going to check on them or wait. Asumi, you heard the man. Topside, yes, head topside.
You're below deck right now.
Yeah.
Asumi takes a quick breather before removing his pincers from the wall and steadily making his way up the staircase and out the door to the top.
So he kind of creeps his way up there slowly, but he makes it up there.
I run up I do a quick head count to make sure everyone's here, and I see Piper, Akula, Asumi, Aurora, Haley, and that's all of them, right?
Yeah,
Me and the captain.
yeah, everyone's up topside now.
Good. And then I run over to the captain and be like, I hope wherever you're going, we're going to be there soon.
Wait. I remembered an obscure place on my map. I can see it in the distance. And he hands you a telescope and points.
A telescope?
Yes.
If we need a telescope, we don't got the time. I take the telescope and look, and I see a vaguely island-shaped object off in the distance.
It's kind of hot because the waves keep crashing over, and so, it keeps going in and out of distance as you bob up and down on the violent waters. But you can, in fact, see a small island in the distance.
Well, I hate to break it to you, Captain, but your ship is getting torn apart, and the crack's getting bigger, and the amount of water we're taking on is too much. We're not going to make it.
This is the only chance we've got. This is the closest land.
It's the only chance we got is that lifeboat. The lifeboat in the very center.
Yeah. Well,
we're going to have to abandon ship.
The captain hesitantly looks around before telling you all that you can take the lifeboat if you want, but he's going to try and get this ship to shore.
Fair
I
enough.
hope you can swim.
Ah, girly, I was born in these waters. Of course I can swim. I think our captain's
All right,
a
great.
whale.
Thanks. See you later.
That's right. It doesn't matter if he goes in the water. It's like, damn it, lost another ship.
Yeah, because the captain's a whale. You guys forgot that, but he's a whale.
Yep.
All right.
So he'll be fine.
How do we remove the boat from the middle? I don't actually know how that happens.
There's pulleys that you use to lift it up.
Use your arms, Noodle Boy.
There's some pulleys that will
Noodle
pull it
boy.
up to the surface, and then you guys just pick it up and then put it over the edge of the ship.
It's just sitting there. It's just strapped down. You just break the straps, push it to the side.
Yeah. I mean, it might take more than one of you guys to get the boat off the edge, because, it's probably a little heavy, so a couple people. But if you all go to pick it up together, you shouldn't have any trouble.
All right.
If
I
it's
call for everyone to meet at the lifeboat.
Yeah.
So it's
Alright.
strapped down, right?
Yeah, strapped down and covered. That's how they usually go.
Mm-hmm.
Alsumi immediately breaks the straps with his pincers as
Yep.
quickly as possible.
I didn't tell you to do that yet. It's gonna fill up with water. It's raining.
Well, he already did. He already broke the straps, so the boat is free now.
Ah. Well, great. Now the boat's wobbling around with the waves.
All right, Ursa, what do we do?
Everyone grab onto the boat so it doesn't fucking crush anyone.
All right, everyone grab the boat to hold it steady.
Grabbing. I grab.
Grabbing on.
All right.
Maybe grass in the corner.
I'm trying to fucking give everyone the rundown.
Yes.
All right, everyone. The ship is taking on a lot of water. So as far as I can tell, only one of us here can survive in these kinds of waters. The ship is not going to make it. The captain's going to stay with the ship. We are leaving. There's an island off in the distance. We're going to go there and survive, hopefully.
All right. So you guys are all going to lift the boat up then, and then...
Fucking... We're just going to drag it to one side. Two people on that side are going to push. Rest of us are going to pull. We're just going to get it to the side of the ship.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
I'm
ask...
assuming 6 people is enough.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
to move
plenty.
the boat.
Yeah, it's just a rowboat. It's not that big.
Yeah. No strength
Like
checks
2
needed
people
for
can do that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, you got plenty of people to move it without having to do any strength checks.
Yeah.
Anyway, I asked Akula, can you jump into the water with the boat and make sure it doesn't drift away when we get on?
Yeah.
I'll do my best.
All right. So Akula's going to go overboard in advance, and you guys are going to toss the boat down to her.
All right, so we push the boat over.
And Akula catches the boat.
Not catches, just
Not
it
catches,
lands and then
but,
she
like,
holds it steady.
Yeah. That's what I meant, is it lands in the water, and she grabs hold of it.
All right, standing next to the side of the boat, I then help people down one by one.
All right. Ursa is going to help anyone who needs help getting down to
No,
the
I'm
boat.
going to help all of you. I don't trust any of you not to fall.
Aurora can fly.
Well, I did get.
You know what happens to?
Oh, that's
Adam,
right.
I
wet
got
okay.
drenched. I got
let's say you imagine you're floating, you're like 2 feet off the ground of a boat,
Yeah.
and then that boat hits a wave that's 50 feet tall.
Oh, good point.
What happens to the person who's 2 feet off the ground?
Good point.
They get smashed against the floor of the boat.
That's a good point.
No flying in this weather.
Yeah, that's actually that's a good
Yeah,
point.
that's why
Right,
Aurora
first-
hasn't been flying at all.
First, I help Aurora down into the boat,
Thank
All
you.
right.
and then Haley, then Piper, then Akula. Everyone's on the boat. I look at the captain and ask one more time, "Are you sure you want to stay with the boat?"
Yes, I'm sorry. I had a EXE has stopped working. I was going to make a joke about insurance,
Oh, you got boat
but
insurance?
he won't get the insurance on the boat if he doesn't go down with the ship. Like he has to do everything he can, or he won't get the insurance back on the boat.
Okay, then, and then I jump in the lifeboat after them,
Mm-hmm.
and then with Akula steering the ship, and then me and I guess Aurora, because I think she has the highest strength out of all of them.
Yeah, actually, it's like you, Aurora, and Akula, I think, have some of that.
Right, well-
Haley's actually pretty strong too. The weaklings currently are Alsumi and Piper.
I tossed Akula a rope that's hanging from the lifeboat. That way she can pull us straight towards the island to keep us straight.
Good point. That's probably more reliable than any of you guys trying to paddle your asses in this weather.
Yeah.
And then Aurora and I will paddle with her to make it easier.
All right,
We're just going to be paddling forward.
Akula, I'm going to have you do a swim. I'm going to have you roll 1d6, and you're going to add your swim skill to it.
Will do. Just give me a sec.
Oh, that's right. You still only have like a swim level 1. Ooh.
Yeah, I really
That's-
need to invest in that.
Yeah, you should work on leveling up your swim skill. That's oof. Akula does her best, and you guys do start making some progress towards the island. Accidentally steering you guys into a bad wave. The whole thing goes topside, and you guys get separated under the water.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Oh no.
I'll, can I make a cling check to see if Alsumi
Yes, you can do a cling check to see if you're able to stick to the
Very last second, Asumi just slams her fist into the boat.
So Althumi
Uh.
just continues to cling to the boat as it drifts on the surface of the water.
Still getting separated,
So
but the only
what-
one
what
with
do
the boat.
Aurora
Wh-
can't
wh-
swim.
What skill do I use?
I'm just gonna let you
Let's
have
do
that
it.
one. Actually, I'm gonna let you have
Oh,
that.
okay.
You get to
Okay,
cling
'cause
to the boat. No one else is. You're the only one with the boat still, just clinging to it.
Alsumi has been clinging to everything.
Yes, Aurora.
She can't swim.
Oh dear lord! You see, then you're not in a good position.
No.
All right. Can I see anything?
It's dark. It's very dark.
Is glowy butt glowing?
Aurora, do you think to light up your ass?
I'll light up
if
my.
you do that,
I'll try and do that.
if you roll for your flash ability, some other folks might. Oh, that's a good one. All right, Ursa, you're able to see her flash in the dark, inky water.
All right.
Beacon
No.
in darkness.
Not knowing how everyone else is doing, I make my way over to fucking Flash ass and I pull her topside with me. Because thank God I had special rescue training.
Yes, Ursa can swim well enough to keep you guys above the water. He does not have a
So-
swim skill like Akula, so he doesn't get like perks for being in the water, but he can swim well enough to keep you guys above the water.
Aurora.
Is the
thinks
boat that I'm
first.
clinging to currently like upside down or something?
It is probably upside down, honestly, but you could also be clinging to the inside of it with the boat over your head. So you'd still have air.
Let's see, and for a moment,
No one would
Ursa,
be able to know where I am.
Yeah.
for a moment, Ursa considers to himself to use the red ring and take him and the princess home and abandon everyone else,
He
considers
contemplates
it. but doesn't.
Oh, you hear that, guys? He considered abandoning you to save his own skin, but decided to
It's not
stay.
my own skin, the mission.
Yes.
The mission is still the princess.
Good thing I can't read thoughts.
All right, so I'm just holding on to a upset princess as I suck and still see the island off in the distance and start one arm paddling that way.
All right. Haley yells as she tries to swim. So Haley is trying to swim and panicking. Okay, so I assume you're gonna try and make it to the island too, Haley. That is the direction you guys were headed in, so it would make the most sense to try and head that way.
And we are closer now.
Yeah.
You can plainly see the island.
Yes, you all can see the island in the distance. Well, you can, presuming you're able to get your head above the water.
I cannot because I am currently pulling a beetle and I am hiding underneath the underturned boat, clinging to the inside.
Yeah, Alsumi has no idea where he's going. He's just getting carried by the water at this point. He has too much anxiety in the water to, like, he's not able to get his wits about him. He's just kind of panicking under the boat. So he has no idea where he's going.
Can anyone even see the boat?
Nope, it's dark.
No, it's dark and you guys can't really see each other. You can only see the island because it's a large landmass.
And it's vaguely outlined by the clouds.
Yeah.
And the rising sun.
Yeah. But you can't really see each other over all the waves.
Alright, well, I know what me and Aurora are doing. Haley's making their way.
Alright.
I mean, I imagine Akula's just like, well, shit.
I want everyone to roll 1d6, and I think Akula's the only one who actually has the swim perk, but if you have a swim perk, you can add your swim level to it.
I got it too.
You gotta be kidding me.
The shark girl is doing such a bad job! You're a shark! You want to matter, it's fine.
6. What was it again?
Well, it was for swimming. Oh, Haley, you did badly.
Oh no.
Oh,
In my defense, I'm not used to swimming in storms.
fair. Alsumi actually did okay. Alsumi rolling a 4 is fair because Alsumi actually essentially has a life raft. As long as they hold on to the boat, it'll keep their head above the water for the most part.
Aurora
Yeah,
got a 6.
You know how the boat has the little benches in it?
Yeah.
He's
So you're
he is sitting in between the benches and the bottom of the boat.
I met Aurora and Ursa's together because Ursa is swimming with her. 6, 7, 8. So that's an 8 for those two. To swim, you are rolling to swim. Just roll 1d6. If you have a swim perk, you can add the level of your swim perk to it.
Mhm.
If not, it's just 1d6.
Swimming isn't like an athletic track.
In this particular situation.
Oh, is that because it's the waves are so incredibly violent?
No. Yeah, I'm not really taking your athletics into consideration here because of how violent.
Doesn't matter how much you can lift if you can't swim.
Yeah,
Mhm.
But
And
that's
swim
true.
is is a perk.
Athleticism.
Anyway.
Waiting on Haley and Piper. Just roll 1d6, Piper.
Yeah, you roll a 1d6. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, what do you know? She got a 6.
The mouse did infinitely better than the shark.
Bad luck, I guess. Just
I like what Haley said.
hmm,
Check the chat.
1 second. I'm deleting a couple things and then I'll look at the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Hate when that happens. Put the just add their new map in. And then I will look at the chat. I feel like Akula is like very out of touch with her heritage.
She can't swim in the storm.
And she doesn't know what kind of shark she is.
To be fair, Alex, just because you can run doesn't mean you can climb a mountain.
I know, but like being a shark girl and not knowing what kind of shark you are and not being able to like and struggling
Are
this
you
much.
shark shaming?
I'm not shark shaming. I'm just saying it seems like she's maybe a little disconnected from the rest of shark society is all. I'm gonna die, but not today. all right. So we get on the high rolls. I added Aurora and Ursa together for an 8. So you two reach the island first, and you guys actually managed to swim to the island together successfully. Like you're not, you're conscious the whole time. You make it all the way there successfully and climb up onto the sand. Let's see. The next highest roll goes
Was
to
Piper, I think.
Piper. Piper also manages to make it on her own. Piper is gonna reach this little rock here and climb up onto the rocks to catch her breath because that's just what she ran into first. It's the first bit of land she touched. And next, behind Piper, we get Alsumi, who
I
could
was
not
like
see where
steering
he was
myself.
going and
I
was
was just in
floating
the boat.
on the boat. The boat washes up in the sand over here.
And
But
it's still upside down. I'm still inside it.
but you are like kind of catatonic from stress. You ever see like a
Yeah.
dead spider, how like their whole body just kind of curls up inward? You look like that right now.
Yeah.
You're not unconscious per se, but you're not exactly with it either. You don't even realize you're unsure. You're just kind of curled up in this state of catatonic stress.
I'm unsure if I've died.
But you are unhurt otherwise. And that leaves us lastly with Haley and Akula. You guys actually do so poorly. Akula, I know you wouldn't drown underwater, but you do end up whacking your head on something and knocking yourself unconscious. And so you wash up unconscious over here. And Haley, you basically just drown. I mean, you're not dead yet, but you wash up over here unconscious and you probably need CPR.
I just Akula banged her head on the boat that I was in.
That's a hilarious thought.
Oh.
I hear this thud on the side of the boat, and I'm like, I ain't checking.
All right, since Aurora and I made it hit on land first, both exhausted,
Yeah.
I ask her, Aurora, fly up and see if you can spot anyone.
I don't think she can fly. Her wings are soaked.
Huh?
Her
Uh-oh.
wings. They would be drenched. I don't
Wouldn't
think
they?
she can
And they were
fly.
tucked up, wouldn't they be dry?
Like, even if they were tucked up under the shell, it's not watertight.
It's not?
Well, no.
She
Do you really think fireflies have watertight carapaces?
Maybe.
They do not.
she'll try though. Like she'll at least try.
She can try. Okay, do a like a fly check,
Will do.
And
my-
and you're
First
gonna
look
cut
at
whatever you
roll.
get in half.
okay.
So you only be able to fly half the distance of your fly
Okay,
check.
so I would have.
Ursa could climb that little mountain thing
Oh,
right there.
Okay, yeah, nope, she's not able to get off the
Oh.
ground. Her wings are soaked, she cannot fly.
Alright, well, I look around, and the
Yeah.
only person I can immediately see is Piper.
Okay, yeah, Piper would be the only person in
Yeah.
your immediate field of vision.
Piper on
Alright.
the
Piper is
Everyone else is
conscious,
killed by
though.
rock.
She's...
I yell to Piper, "Are you okay? Can you see anyone else?"
Piper is typing. I think I see Elsumi.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm pretty sure. Wait, am I still underneath
I'm
the
gonna
boat? or
say
did the boat,
Piper.
like-
Actually, you know what? Piper, do a notice check because you could potentially see Elsumi or Akula. Do a notice check and see which ones you notice. Roll twice. So it's gonna be 1d6 plus your brain plus your notice skill.
Yep.
2 times.
3.
8.
All right. So that first roll is an 8. So yeah. So I'm gonna say that roll was for Elsumi. So you do see Elsumi. I mean, I'm gonna
Wouldn't it be
say
for
that the
Akula
only
since
reason you can
Akula's
see him under the boat is because by this point parts of the boat have melted from his acid. So
Oh,
you can see
yeah.
his face through the holes in the boat.
This-
Do another notice check to see if you notice Akula. 5. I'm going to say.
No, that's a 5 plus her other notice skill. Which
Oh
is
yeah,
5.
so no, yeah, no,
That's a
you
10.
do notice her. You notice Akula as well. She is unconscious and kind of wedged between some rocks over here on the shore. All right.
Questioning if she couldn't notice Akula, who was closer and not obscured by anything, but could notice me, who's farther away and mostly obscured by a boat.
If she had rolled low, I would have just said that Akula was like too wedged far enough in the rocks that she was obscured. Anyway, so what do you do next, Piper?
You see both of them.
Thinking about how to get to shore.
Alright, so she yelled to me that she saw the two.
Yes, she told you that she saw Akula and Elsumi down the shore that way.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to Aurora.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we know where Piper, Asumi, and Akula are. You head towards them. I'm gonna check the other side of the beach for Haley. She's the only one not accounted for.
Okay, I'll do that.
So I head that way, she heads the other way.
Alright, you do that. Piper, are you going to do anything about being on that rock, or are you just going to sit there for now? Admittedly, I wouldn't blame you. You're probably exhausted from swimming, as a fan.
As it's close to land, it's mostly shallow.
True.
You can wade there.
Piper also rolled
Piper's
a 6 for
thinking
their
about
swim.
how to get to
so it's
shore.
like,
Alright,
I
Aurora, you
presume
find
that
Elsumi.
Piper rolled was like,
You
Yeah.
find Elsumi first. She has a pretty sizable goose egg forming on her head.
you called Akula Alsumi.
Sorry, Akula. I'm sorry your names are similar sounding. You find Akula first. She's got a sizable goose egg forming on the side of her head.
Oh,
Oh.
goodness.
And she is unconscious, and she's kind of stuck between the rocks.
Can Aurora try and, like, get her...
Do a strength check.
Okay. Doing a
Do like a power check to see if you can get her out of the rocks.
Okay, 5
Oh, no.
plus my 4.
I just.
Oh, that was a decent roll.
9's a good. That's a good total. I would say, yeah, you're able to get her out of the rocks. You're able to drag her out of the rocks and onto the sand.
Ugh. Oh, goodness.
Bear in mind, it's still raining heavily, and the waves still lap up pretty high. There's still lots of wind. But at least you're on land. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna let you guys roleplay your collecting them yourselves here on the beach without me for a minute.
Okay.
All right? I will be back in a bit. You guys continue without me.
Not that that means a whole lot since I'm unconscious.
And I'm catatonic.
Oh,
Like, I don't think I'm technically unconscious, but I'm like in a very petrified state of mind.
oh, Piper. Yes. Hello.
Ursa probably ends up making it to Haley.
Eventually, yes, but I am waiting.
And it's a good thing that the war veteran who's trained for this sort of thing is the one who discovered the person who requires CPR.
I don't know. My wings are very drenched. I tried to fly earlier. Oh. Hmm.
All right, Akula.
Still unconscious.
Roll a d6 for me
And-
real quick.
And very far away.
All right, you wake up after she rustles you, but you're still very groggy, and your head hurts. But you're like barely conscious here.
Oh, Akula, are you alright?
Severe weather predicted for the Nashville area tonight.
Akula just becomes a radio.
Excuse me?
That's right, Babs, and it's the top of the hour, and now here comes the platters with kind of a drag.
Akula, snap out of it! You're sounding so weird.
Akula's brain got hit so hard that it reverted into being a radio broadcast channel. It is receiving.
It seems we have It seems we have a caller on the line. Talk to me.
Hey man, what's up? It's me.
What?
I'm from Jersey.
You're a little spotty there.
What the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
Will you try taking calls driving a truck down the I-405?
Hold on real quick. Piper, roll a d6 for your notice check.
Are you seeing this? Oh, you don't notice anything. Okay.
All right, that's a 6. You notice that the thank God you have a high notice. You notice that the water between you and the beach is shallow enough for you to walk through.
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm hungry. Only one slice more than I had earlier.
Alright, so Akula's awake, big ass goose egg, losing her fucking mind. But she's brain damaged at this point after being brain scrambled and concussioned.
Yeah, apparently her brain is picking up radio broadcasts.
Piper has walked her way back to the shore because the water wasn't deep.
Yeah.
Aurora helped, I was talking. Bug Boy's still in the boat. And I found Haley's unconscious, dead-looking fish body. I now have to roll a d6. 4 plus my
First aid, I think it is.
Yep.
So for CPR, that would be first aid.
2. So I got a 6.
First aid, that's also plus brains.
2, 6, and then my brain is a 4, 10. I get a 10.
Alright, yeah, you were able to successfully resuscitate her.
That's some
It's not
massive
instant.
brain energy right there.
That's so fucking 1, 2, 3, 4. And then somehow managing to fit a bear muzzle to a human face to get a proper seal to breathe.
That must be really awkward CPR because of how different your faces are.
I just start yelling, "Breathe, damn you!"
Alright, Haley, you wake up and you sputter out water from your lungs. You jolt out and you vomit up some water. With Ursa still sitting over you. Any reactions, Haley?
I have a few. One, she is screaming because she was scared for her life. And she just starts having a mental breakdown while hugging Ursa's favorite tightly. Rusty, thank you for saving my life.
So she vomits up water and then proceeds to scream and panic, cling to him, and probably continue to vomit up more water as she screams.
Well, Ursa had
Million emotions are racing through.
I just hold her back and pat her back, saying, "Let her out. You're fine."
Oh.
Okay.
Alright, anyone gonna go check on Alsumi, who is still catatonic under the boat?
Well, the only one who knows they're there is Piper.
Alright,
Remember, Piper says she saw them, didn't say where.
right. So Piper's gonna go check on Alsumi.
Mhm.
Or,
I follow.
Aurora, you're following Piper?
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna leave a cooler to talk to herself.
You're just leaving a cooler there to ramble nonsensically in the corner.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Well, she's breathing. That's good enough.
Out of character, I'm just going to say that I got all this random broadcaster stuff from listening to all the boom boxes on the beach.
Yeah.
You're just reciting it from memory.
Just remembering random commercials and shit from beach broadcasts.
All right, now how are you guys gonna handle Bug Boy scared to death in a boat that we can no longer use because it's melted?
Oh yeah, he melted holes in it.
And apparently I look dead.
Well, your eyes are open.
Are you?
You're in the fetal position.
Well, you can still be dead with your eyes open.
True.
Are you okay, Alsumi?
I think if you inspect closely, you'd be able to tell he's still breathing.
Yeah, because he's just like he's just like the you said it was like a dead spider.
A fetal position.
Yeah, you're all curled up.
Yeah, they're just like not moving at all, not blinking, nothing.
What do you do to them saying hello?
I don't respond at all.
No reaction. You're probably going to have to do something more than just talk to him.
Hmm.
Piper tried shaking him. So you get the boat off and you give him a good shake. How do you react, Elsumi?
Blinks rapidly, really, for a few seconds. Stares at her for like a solid minute, not saying anything, and then he's like, "I'm alive."
I lived. Did you die? Sadly, yes, but I lived.
Oh my god, yes!
And with that realization, Alsumi turns back to what was it? Piper was the one who shaking him.
Piper is the one who shook him.
He turns back to Piper. He it looks like he's about to say something to her, and then he falls asleep.
Passes out.
Yeah.
Okay, Piper, can you go back and get a cooler? I can try and pick up Alsumi, if you don't mind.
Meanwhile, I pick up Haley since she just started breathing again and carry her back to the group.
Thankfully, Elsumi's actually not that hard to carry. He's deceptively light despite being rather tall.
And I don't care how heavy Haley is. I'm a six
Yeah.
strength bear.
Yeah, I was gonna say Haley's not gonna be a problem.
Uber over, please.
Huh?
Uber.
Yes. All right. So everyone is collecting over here by the rocks. Next step, you guys.
Viper typing.
So Akula is still crazy, and Alsumi is unconscious now.
Yes. Haley is awake, but very weak.
And I'm getting told all this, and I'm like, I'm gonna check on Akula's head. Someone see if they can wake up Bug Boy.
I was thinking.
And we're back from our commercial break with AK and the Morning Crew. Coming live from a beach?
Yes, Akula, come back to us. We're on a beach. This isn't the AM radio show. You're not a fucking announcer.
Broadcaster.
You're not a broadcaster.
I may have to do some kind of roll to believe you.
All right, do a reason check then. See how well you can reason with your brain all scrambled. I mean, 1d6 plus your brains plus your reason skill. 8. All right, I'm gonna say you are starting to come to, but still a little delirious. You at least comprehended the fact that you are indeed on a beach. You do not yet remember how you got to this beach, but you are comprehending that you are on a beach and you recognize the people around you.
I'm gonna try.
I look at Akula
wake up Elsumi.
and I hold up 3 of my fingers. How many fingers am I holding?
Akula is 1 finger off.
Sure, let's go with that. I was trying to think of another radio joke, but I think we're past that by now.
Yeah. I think we're good.
All
right.
Aurora's gonna try and wake up Elsumi.
Does she have to make some kind of like check?
Probably.
Well, it depends on what strategy she plans to use. You could try flashing him. I mean,
Are my
I was gonna say with your ass. That doesn't make that sound any better.
You know what? Sure, let's do that. Boom. Nope.
But
No, that was not
are my eyes-
successful.
Are my
You can
eyes
try it
closed
again.
though?
Yeah, you can still see bright light through your eyes. It might wake you up.
Yeah, if it's bright
Wait,
enough,
I
it
just
might be
remembered
enough to get you awake.
It's still storming, so it would be a very contrasting visual.
Yeah. You can do another flash, Aurora. You can try it one more time.
No.
Alright, she's having a hard time getting her light going.
All right. I walk over to him. I
Mm.
pick him up by his turban and I shake him and say, "Wake up, you son of a bitch! You're the only one who's unconscious, you pansy. Even brain damage over there is awake."
Alsumi probably does wake up after that. What did you grab my turban?
I assume he grabbed your coat, not your turban, because
The
that would
thing
just,
wrapped around his head. Whatever.
that thing would just come. It's fine. Whatever.
No, it
the
wraps
shawl.
around your
Oh yeah,
head
that's right.
and
It's
wraps
all
around your
one
neck.
piece. It is all one.
It's all one
piece.
thing.
That's right. It
So
is
I grab
actually.
it and like,
Yeah. Anyway, he grabs you by your clothes and gives you a good shake.
Okay, I'm gonna make a check real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Alsumi jolts awake, and I'm gonna make a reason check to determine whether or not he instinctively attacks back.
Ooh. You want to go down this route, boy?
All right,
He's
reason
an-
check.
He's an assassin.
1d6
And you're
reason
shaking him
skill
away.
and your brain.
Roll 1d6, see what happens.
Yeah.
Get your ass kicked.
Please
Please be low.
reason is I got
No,
a
if it-
reason of
Please be
one
low.
If it rolls low, he
Brain.
attacks you.
Oh, and I attack back.
brain. Yeah, if I roll low, then I'm unable to determine that you're
Who this is
not
and you
trying to
attack
hurt
Just
me.
roll
Just
the
roll.
reason check.
Just
Okay,
roll.
I got one reason and 5 brain.
All right. And you rolled a 1.
That's
I'm
a
gonna
7.
say. I'm gonna
The
say
total
that it's
result
low enough that you take
7.
a swing. Just because you rolled a because you rolled a 1, I'm gonna say it's low enough that you take a swing.
All right. So
So-
now the killer's an attack, which means we have to battle.
Was he expecting the
It's
attack
a fight.
though?
It doesn't matter. I'm a trained military person. I think I'm not going to react.
You still get a chance to dodge, Ursa. So roll the dodge.
Oh, I don't want to dodge. I want to fight.
Well, yeah, but he rolls to attack, and you roll the dodge to see if his attack hits you. Alsumi, roll for your attack, and Ursa, roll for your dodge.
Oh boy.
This is a fight skill,
Yes, that would be fight.
fight and power, right?
Yep.
Get a 5. Dodge a 1. That's a 6.
5. I got an 8.
I got an 11.
All right, Ursa successfully dodges your attack. Then. All right, what's your response, Ursa? Your turn. Oh, the evil laugh.
Uh-oh.
Also, Alsumi currently. Also, if you do attack him, Alsumi is going to have a penalty for his dodge because he's still disoriented. So if you do strike back,
Yes.
he has less of a chance of dodging it.
He's attacking
I'm
us, Piper,
literally-
because we just woke him up and he's freaking out.
Yes, he's panicked and disoriented.
All right, the attack I'm going to do is
I
an
was-
open hand slap.
Yes.
So it's not enough to hurt, or it's going to hurt.
Well,
but
it's
it ain't
gonna hurt, but it's
cause
not gonna
damage.
do damage.
All right, so that's going to be a power of 6 plus a fight of 2. That is a 14.
I'm going to say Alsumi is
And so
not
I-
able to
I get-
dodge that. At 14, I'm gonna say Alsumi can't dodge, and
You got the shit slapped out of you.
yeah, he just slapped the shit out of you. I'm also gonna say that this fully wakes you up.
Oh, I was gonna roll another reason check.
Oh, is Rick awake?
I think so.
Do you think we'll need to wrap up the game a little early?
No, I can hold him.
Okay. The game should be wrapping up around 2:30, since we started at midnight. Alright, so I'm gonna say that successfully snaps you fully awake, Alsumi. You are now fully alert.
Although, yeah, literally what just happened was a bear in military uniform and armor grabbed me by my coat and shook me awake, and I am an assassin.
Yes, I know. And you are now left to sit and process the fact that Ursa just slapped the sense back into you.
Is he still holding my
No, he's not holding you anymore. What was Rick doing? Jesse?
What?
What was he doing? I thought I heard you say it's so cute. No, I want to know.
No,
Oh.
it was okay.
Oh, it was just okay. He was just sad. Was he still in bed or had he climbed out?
Still on the floor.
He was on the floor. So he went to get up and then was too sad and tired to make it to the door. Oh, buddy boy.
Aww.
Rick wakes up for little midnight snacks. Sometimes he wakes up in the night and he gets really frustrated and upset because he's still tired.
He won't.
And we also took the rail off his crib, so now it's just like a bed and he can get in and out of it on his own. Apparently he went to get out of bed but was too tired and upset to actually make it over to the door, so he just was laying on the floor when Jesse went in there.
Oh.
Oh,
Baby.
monkey man. little buddy. Anyhow, do you have any reactions to me to being slapped?
I will say I find it kind of funny in this situation. Elsumi is like a full foot taller than him, and he's just getting slapped.
Yeah. Bitches are bitches no matter how
slapped,
tall.
Upon being slapped while being disorientated and confused, he literally falls over back onto the ground. And he, you know how bugs sometimes like skitter away from people?
All right, so you like fall back and then skitter off into a cubby. Okay.
Yeah, and like looking back at
you skitter off behind the
so,
rocks into a cubby, and then you peek your little eyes out and you hiss at him.
I was just not hiss, just like
no, you can hiss.
Bafflement and just confusing.
And I say to him, "Don't you ever take a swing at me again, boy."
All right.
What is happening?
Everyone's conscious now and mostly aware.
Elsumi is still very confused because he's not entirely sure what happened.
What is my mind's dead? You want pizza? Pizza it is.
All right, you want a pizza then?
Yeah,
like, Elsumi can't actually fully comprehend the fact that he attacked someone.
He didn't even realize that he took a swing at you, so he still doesn't quite understand why he got slapped, but he's processing that.
Yeah.
Anyway. So what are all you guys gonna do now that you're all reconvened?
While they're doing whatever, Asuli's getting his bitch ass out of the rocks. I check on Akula and Haley again to make sure they're okay, because Haley almost drowned and Akula has a head injury. So Akula, you hearing any more radio voices, or are you stable there?
And here we have BJ, the bear, our old friend, calling in. BJ, can you hear me?
First off, don't call me BJ. My name is Ursa. I'm a goddamn major.
Wow, somebody got a promotion and a rename. Wait, that sounds familiar. Oh, hold on.
Major Ursa, gun, military.
Okay, yeah, it's starting to come back to me. Damn, I must have listened to too many boomboxes on the beach. Speaking of which, where the hell are we?
Here's a beach. I have no idea where, but it is a beach. Haley, are you still breathing okay? Because you were looking kind of fishy over there. No offense, Kula.
I'm alive. I did not die, thank God for that, but I kind of feel like my nose is bleeding for some reason. I'm probably too stressed again.
Yeah, you're probably going to be coughing up water for a while, too.
Yeah.
Well,
I did tell myself I was going to die, but not today, so it's a miracle.
it's a miracle. I
All right.
make it.
Anybody have a game plan? Anybody have survival experience on a deserted island?
I don't, but...
I'll take that as a no from everyone then. God damn it.
Wait, what about Atsumi?
I know.
Well,
Atsumi does deserts.
We've already established that you don't do well on the ocean, which makes me suspect you've not been to a ton of islands. You're probably mostly stick to mainlands. So I think we can rule you out as knowing much about this particular terrain.
Right.
Akula should know what to do, though. She grew up on the beach.
Yeah, but bear in mind, this was like a, resort beach.
Good point. You did grow up in a resort town. You're like a city girl.
Yeah, it's not like somebody who grew up in Venice Beach would know how to survive on the beaches in Normandy.
Good point.
And Piper is right. We're now pretty much completely lost track of the bird fuckers.
So yeah, wherever it is they were headed, you don't really have any real means of catching up to them now.
I mean, maybe Aurora knows, like, from reading, like, adventure stories about being stranded and stuff, but I don't think that she really has experience herself, really.
I think knowledge is a skill, is it not? In the brains category?
Is it? Hold on, let me see.
If it's not, I can just let you do brains, but I'm gonna let you roll, like, essentially a knowledge check to see if you know anything. Because you are, like, a bookworm.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you do, like, a brains check to see if you happen to know anything.
Okay. +4, that is a 6.
Honey, I think peaches may be a little much for you this late at night.
You
Oh,
got
boy.
swim lessons in the morning, kiddo.
Believe me, I'll be looking forward to that.
Look at that little chicken lip.
So yeah, 6. You got a 6 total, Alex.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna say you have read a book or two involving being washed up on deserted islands before, but they were not the most realistic works of fiction.
Mm-hmm.
So take with a grain of salt how helpful any of that is.
Alright, well, we have a couple of options. We can, one, explore this island and see if there's another boat or maybe some info on the birds. 2, we can use the red ring and we can go back to Gun HQ. The downside to that being we would either have to come back here or just back to where we started the city, and neither of those are going to be extremely helpful.
I think first giving a look around would maybe be a little bit better. I mean, we could maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We always have the red ring as a backup, but that shouldn't be our go-to.
Yeah. Not to mention, we could find a lot of good resources maybe here.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear that adorable little thank you? Is good? Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I guess we're going to be exploring the island a little bit until we can get a more solid idea of what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. If it gets late, we should maybe try and find a good place for camp, maybe.
Well, considering it's early ass in the morning, the sun's just rising, and it's still raining, I think we should just head towards inland.
True.
That sounds like a good plan. You guys are gonna have to move yourselves because my hands are full of pizza and baby.
Where are we moving to?
Inland, like you said. Move wherever you guys want to move. Up to you. Pick a spot to set up a camp for yourselves.
So, walking up this slope that's surrounded by cliff faces,
Yeah.
see a bunch of trees. Is that a pond or a rock?
Pizza. You eat it. Go ahead, you eat it.
That's a rock. Go over to these rocks, and I sit.
Okay.
Because I am tired, I am wet, and I am stressed out.
Aurora's gonna come to Ursa.
Yes, proceed. Set it down.
And she is going to try and offer Ursa a pomegranate.
May I offer you a pomegranate in these trying times? I say no thanks, we might meet that later, and I'm not hungry.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Alright.
While sitting there, I pull out my radio, and I still have my little communication radio,
Yeah.
and I scan through the signals and see if I'm picking up anything.
I hope that thing's waterproof. I guess it probably is. Since
Well,
it's
yeah,
a
it's
military radio.
It's Special Forces military.
So yeah, like that's right. Because like basically all military equipment is waterproof.
Wait.
And
My backpack, I need to check my backpack.
all right, so I still have my radio, my gun, and my canteen full of fresh water. I only have one canteen full of fresh water. That might be a problem.
Well, we shall see.
Anyone here know how to turn salt water into fresh?
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah, I do, but it takes a bit of time. You should explore more first.
to be honest, I feel like your first priority right now, guys, would be to get some kind of shelter from the rain and try to warm yourselves up.
Mm-hmm.
Shelter and a fire
Yeah,
would probably be the best place to go.
All right, we're gonna huddle up in a group of trees right here next to the rocks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Aurora does have a blanket. We could maybe try and do something with the blanket to like kind of make like an umbrella thing with it.
Isn't the blanket soaked?
It is soaking wet.
Oh
Like,
no, it is soaking wet. No,
it is very, very soaked.
that was my good blanket.
All right.
Can you bring it out?
Yeah, you still bring it out even just hanging on a branch to at least try and dry it.
Mm-hmm. Wait, if my blanket got wet. No, my book.
Oh yeah, your books are ruined. I'm sorry. There's no way your backpack was waterproof enough to survive all that.
My book.
And then I say,
Would it
if it
be?
makes you,
Would it be?
I say, if it makes you feel any better, I would have had to burn them anyway.
Oh lord.
Oh,
Yeah. I might need to retire from the game for a bit to tend to the beans, so Jesse can take control for a little bit here.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Alright, since no one else here seems to have any idea what they're doing as far as survival going, first off, everybody go find some sticks. Many sticks you can carry, bring them back. The drier, if that you can manage, the better.
Okay. I'm gonna look for some
Alrighty,
sticks
will do.
around here.
Okay.
Should we maybe roll to see if
Yeah,
we
there's-
can find any?
Yeah, everybody roll a notice.
Okay,
Oh yeah, notice.
that is in brains.
And just the check you get is the number of sticks you found.
Brains. Okay, I got a 5 plus.
Notice plus brains. 2.
I found 9. I got a 9 overall.
I got 6. 9.
I found 12.
You don't want to.
9. And
Okay, so we have
Alrighty.
9.
With that amount, well, with that, I wasn't really going off number. That number was the quality of wood you found, and we found good enough wood that I can actually start a fire.
Oh, quality, not quantity.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter how much wood you got if it's all soaking wet.
Oh yeah.
So y'all
So
managed
I
to
guess
find some dry wood. We can use the fire to dry out the rest of the wood.
the desert boy found the driest of the wood.
Figured you'd know how to be dry.
Aurora's just sad about her book right now. She's really sad. She couldn't even finish her book.
What the fuck? Oh, cool. You got a lighter, Haley. Nice. That's going to make this a lot easier. I start ripping up the sticks and making little frayed edges to make some kindling. She lights that on fire, and I build up a decent-sized little campfire. All right. Everybody gather around the fire. We need to dry off and warm up. And the fire's going to be brush, freehand, color, red. Fire's going to be right here.
Fire. Too
Not
close.
around the fire, not on it.
Trying to not get on it.
The hell? Where did I go?
You're underneath Haley.
You're under Haley.
Oh,
Not on the fire.
I am Desert Boy. I am closest to the fire.
Oh.
Yes, but you're not closest. You are the fire.
I
Oh.
am the fire.
Wait. You have a book?
I irradiate heat and dryness.
All right, so upsides, we're all alive. Downsides, we've lost the vote, we've lost track of the birds, and we don't have money supplies. Any suggestions from anyone? But it's
Would it be,
looking
po-
pretty slim
would
out
it be-
here.
would it be possible to make a raft or repair the other boat?
Repair? No, we lack the necessary tools to patch holes. And make a raft? Also, probably no, we lack tools. We can't bind anything. We could probably make some kind of survival raft if very need be, but there'd be no point because we have a red ring we can leave if necessary.
Oh. Then what is the purpose of remaining here?
Well, we might find something useful on the island. Of all we know, the bird people came to this island. I mean, if I was some evil prince and I needed to hide, I would hide in the middle of fucking siren territory.
He's not a prince.
Good
he's a
point, I guess.
king.
I suppose we should just explore the island to its full extent. And if there's truly nothing here, then we can just leave.
Yep.
This.
I can't think of anything better.
Well.
Alrighty, so I guess for tonight we'll just, or for the first, actually it's today, but the first couple hours, gonna sit here and catch our breath,
Yeah.
and then
that was.
make plans in a bit. I can let us make a path upwards. Hopefully the rain will stop soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alex.
In the meantime, we can just try and keep warm here by the fire.
All right, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and put a pause on it today for here.
Okay.
All right.
Next time we will pick up from here and explore the Island of Doom. I actually don't know what it's called. I'm just calling it the Island of Doom.
Island of
All right.
Doom with the
Sounds
Mickey
like a deal.
Mouse.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
All right,
Legion of
good night,
Doom.
everyone.
Good night.
Yep. Good night.